Let's see if I can get you in a better spot. Okay, today is Wednesday, March 4th. Today, I have to get a lot of stuff done, a lot. I brought all of my orders that I have to do up here, so I'm going to go through that and see what else I have to print, what else I have to do, because I need to get those out. I'm giving myself until Friday, which I normally don't. I normally do it earlier, but I really have just a lot I'm juggling with trying to get things ready for this 2-day market. I just have a lot of things that I have made and prepped that I need to assemble and make sure are carded and ready to go for the weekend, because if I don't have that done, I have no product to sell, so that's important. I did my makeup today. This thing on the top of my nose is living its best life. We're just gonna let it go, it's fine. Yeah, yesterday I did schedule out my social media until the 16th of March. It was just taking so long, and usually I can put out tasks and be like, this whole day I'm doing this and I'm not doing anything else until it's done. But this week is different because I'm kind of doing 4 or 5 things actively and starting and stopping as the day goes on. So little by little processing rather than dedicating an entire day. I have been better about vlogging though. I have been much better. I think I need to start editing my vlogs on my MacBook instead of my iMac downstairs, because I'm able to do a lot more when my kids are home and upstairs, rather than sit glued to my computer downstairs. And tonight my girls have dance. So it's my husband and I alternate, he takes them 1 week, I get some work done, I take him another week, and then he usually has a haircut or something else that he has, just a break, honestly. Gets a break. So tonight is my turn to take the girls to dance, and I am so excited because they absolutely love dance. And, but when I do take them, I don't have, it's an hour of me not working, which is okay. It's okay. But I'm so used to squeezing out every tiny ounce of free time that I have to get things done. That's just part of being a business owner, I feel like, especially when you do that business out of your house and you're the only one doing it. My husband works a full-time job out of the house. I do this full-time, and I stress about making enough money. That's my job, but who doesn't stress about making money, honestly? Billionaires, I'm sure, but couldn't be me. I'm also gonna look at some market vlogs on YouTube and see, I have done this so many times, but I'm gonna see if anybody has any other tips or recommendations that I should do before the market this weekend. Yeah, so the market this weekend was only $50 for 2 days. And I think it's because it was last minute, but I hear wonderful things, and it's my first time doing it with this business, this place, but a lot of my fellow small business baddies have done markets with them before in the past, so I'm excited that they reached out to me. They actually emailed me and was like, can you be a part of it? And I was like, yeah, perfect, because I have my little calendar of all of the markets that I'm doing, and that weekend was free, which is rare. And I'm like, yep, sign me up, I'll be there. Otherwise, no money to be made unless I do some launch online, which I just did. That's another thing I want to do, is I want to lay out the weeks and figure out what weeks I have markets and what weeks I don't, so that I can do website launches on the weekends that I don't have a market. So I always have something going every week. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just start working on these orders now and do a time lapse so that you can join me as I get these going. I am sprawled out everywhere, but that's okay. It's all good. I'm gonna get started. Thursday now. My memory card ran out and I was on a roll yesterday, so I did not really film much after I was getting the orders together, which honestly I did that, and then I worked on these monarchs forever. So I got them painted and I got the backs finished, and I also assembled all the Peter Rabbits. So today and tomorrow are my last days to be able to like massively assemble. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I still have orders that I'm going to focus on getting out by tomorrow. The last little bit is finishing up. So hopefully tonight my husband can maybe help me and tomorrow I can get them out, or tonight. It's a rainy day. These spots on my faces are healing, but I'm going to start my cycle soon, so my body, whenever I'm gonna start my cycle, like does not heal the same way as when I'm not going to start my cycle. It's almost like its sole focus is like worrying about that, which makes sense, I guess. But I just put pimple patches on them, and I'm not gonna put makeup on because honestly they just need a second. And I got a shower, so I feel gross anyways, so I look gross. That's just the reality of it, you know? I'm going to assemble monarchs today. I got a couple of things in that I ordered that I need to assemble, but also I have to assemble and clean all of these from my most recent launch as well, and that is gonna take a long time. So it's gonna be pretty much me just sitting and working on these earrings, nothing else. So I'm gonna put on a mindless show that I don't have to really pay attention. Actually, I wanna watch the Alex Cooper interview with Sarah J Maas. I'm so excited because she announced that there's 2 more books, but they're like in segments. I don't even know how she's gonna do it, but it's right around my birthday. It's the best birthday present ever, which means also I'm going to reread the entire series, which is never a problem. So I don't have much time to chat. I gotta just get to it. I'm gonna get started. No more chatting, only working. Let's do it. Woo! Okay, got a lot to do. I love you. We can do this. Don't look at my face. Love you. Bye.
Call her daddy. Sarah J Maas, welcome to Call Her Daddy.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
This is like, I have never had more people.
Okay, I'm having a bit of a panic. Not too crazy. But this always happens to me. I always feel like I did not get enough done or I did not make enough stuff. And I have to be okay with the amount of work that I did get done. It's okay if I like set up and then I'm like, oh, I wish I would have done more of this, more of that, whatever. I need to just remember to also bring a notebook to the market, and like as I'm thinking of these things or thinking I wish I had more of this or I wish I had more of that or customer recommendations, I need to write it down and be more proactive about that rather than sit there and like wallow in the fact that I don't have it. I mean, honestly, I've done nothing but tried to get as much work done as possible in the past like week for this, so it's not a bad thing. Like it's a learning thing. I think sometimes I know for this time I'm worried because it's a 2-day market, and like sometimes if I have a market one weekend and then I have a market the next weekend, I can like handle the aftermath of it being like, okay, I know I sold a lot of these, I sold a lot of this, but like this time, since it's a back-to-back 2-day like market, it's like I have no time to prep for the things that I sell, so I'm getting a little bit worried, like, get as much done as you can, but how do I know if it's enough? Or how do I know it's gonna sell? I don't know, you know? So it's okay, I have another market this month of March. And it'll be okay. Like I have to just be okay with the work that I got done because it was a lot. And I don't want to discredit myself for that. So I'm just cleaning up the back of these earrings now. Sometimes they get shiny from the tile or there's little imperfections that tiny bit of acetone in a cotton swab will take off. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This was a big task, this like big layout of all of these earrings, and having to resin the earring backings is a big task. So I'm also like taking in that, knowing that I have to do a lot yet. But I was just telling my husband, I'm so glad that I did this launch and I have at least one of each color made up. I think I already said that. Because that is gonna be huge. Yeah. I'll probably be doing this for most of the day today. Just getting these earrings cleaned up and securing the stud post with resin. Yeah. Every time I work with resin, I have to put PPE on, or I have to like take it seriously, even if I think like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, like a little bit here, a little bit there. No, I always end up feeling ill if you do not use proper PPE. It's like a chemical, so it's no joke. Even if you don't see the effects of it right like immediately, I definitely feel the effects of it the next day if I don't properly ventilate or use PPE properly. And that is not good. I'm telling myself, it's not good. So getting my respirator, turning the fan on, opening the windows, it's necessary. Very necessary. And I know there's other ways you can secure earring backs to your earrings. I had done bake and bond before on my earring studs, And I think that I prefer the resin backing only because it is a lot quicker and easier. And as it being the very last finishing touch pretty much, it's like I have already done so much work to get it to be ready that like a whole nother layer of baking pieces, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But either way is fine. They both have their advantages and disadvantages. Whoa. All right. Oh. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, bear with me. Here we go. There you are. There you are. What's up? Today is Friday. Another day, another sleigh. We are finishing up these orders because they need to go out today. I'm gonna buy the shipping labels. It is Friday, March 6th. Oopsies. I gave myself till today to get all of these orders done and out. So they gotta be done and they gotta go out. Why do I have so many messages?
What do you want?
Why is my spooler doing this?
I slicked my hair back as hard as I could because I put some oil in it at the ends and then I brushed it and then my whole hair became oiled. So I was like, it's fine. It's probably good for it. It needed to be put back. There was no way, Jose. Okay, shipping labels purchased. I gotta work on transfer papers. And I gotta buy the stuff for Shopify now. Yesterday, I ended up helping my neighbor out with taking her daughter to gymnastics from 4:30 to 5:30, which was fine because I will always help her because I adore her, and I feel like as moms, we just need to be able to help each other. So I took her daughter, and that was a nice break for me because I had been sitting doing earrings for so long, like so long. I was able to get a lot of the earrings carded and ready to go, so that's nice. I feel like I don't have all of these orders printed out. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be buying some labels and I'm gonna be like, I didn't know this order was here, and that's gonna make me crazy. $200 just right there. I also have to check and see when my quarterly taxes are due because it is March, which means it's probably due like soon, and I think I also owed some sales tax for December. I also printed out some freebie cutters for the orders that were on launch day because I had posted that they would get a freebie. Okay, printing out these labels now. So my number one priority is getting these orders out today. A lot of them are done. They're upstairs just done. We should have about 35 orders going out. So blessed, so thankful. Thank you so much. Never take anything for granted. These are the ones that need charms or transfer papers, so I brought those. Also, check out my shirt. Never better. Also, just took my ADHD medicine, so it's not working right now. I don't know if you can tell or not, but yeah. I needed to buy these labels because these people need to know that their order is going out today because it has been 5 business days. Is like my limit. And I know I'm only one person, and I also have a 2-day market this weekend, and I have children, and I'm the like default parent. I don't say I'm like I'm not a single mom or solo parent, but I am the default parent, which means like the kids are with me. I am in charge of the kids like 99% of the time because my husband is out of the house working. So like I'm the one taking them to school, I'm the one picking them up, I'm the one doing all of the things, taking them with me to our neighbors' gymnastics, taking them to dance, doing all those things, except for dance we alternate. But this is going to be a very long vlog because I have vlogged every day. I have vlogged every day. have to run my laser today, and I have to do transfer papers. I told myself I'm not watching anything. I'm just listening to music today because I cannot afford to be distracted. So we're gonna put some focus music on, and we're gonna run my laser, and we're gonna do the transfer papers. Focus music. Deep work, misty forest, focus music. If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for joining me this week, my little work week. I know it was probably chaotic and a little bit everywhere, and honestly, to be expected. I am who I am. I hope you have the most amazing day or night, weekend, wherever you are, whatever you're doing out there, and just know that you are working really hard and you are super special and you're important to me and you make a difference in this world. You really do. So, okay, gonna give you a big hug now. Okay, here's the hug. Oh yay. Okay. All right, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.